Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Worthless Podcast. It's your boy, Davey Dave. I'm here with my co host, Ben.
Hello.
How's everybody doing? Did you enjoy the last podcast?
You did like that button. Hit it. Hit it. We'll know if you didn't.
Surprisingly, it has gotten more views than the last YouTube video I did upload.
Could that be because your last video was Minecraft?
Could be.
Gotta have something to entertain the peoples.
This is true. We're not going to go as long this episode.
Yeah. Kinda had some uploading issues.
Yeah,
It took a little bit longer than it should have.
took 5 hours to upload the last video. And hopefully our audio sounds a little better. We're recording on new microphones.
I hope it looks good.
Sounds good.
Hopefully. There's $24 on it.
Yeah. Same. For now, until we can get a better podcast set up. So I'm literally just sitting on my couch with my laptop in front of me recording on my lap.
I'm back on my bed because the bed is the best place to be for anything.
True. So what's up with you, sir? You had today off from work. How was that?
Dead. It was fine. Went to Walmart, met some people, killed a few people. I mean, what?
Don't incriminate yourself, sir.
I mean, is it really incriminating if it's true? Of course, I kill people in Call of Duty, so you know.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Going back to, is it incriminating if it's true? Most definitely.
Oh, no. It's fine. But all in all, today was not too bad. I had to run some errands. Had to see some things. Looked more at Gamescom. That's been going on for the last 4 days, give or take. Not too many good things came out of it, though. I'm a little disappointed. Some good things, like the new Saints Row, if anyone's interested in that. It's a whole new reboot coming up. But other than that, I mean, as long as I can, run around and beat someone senseless with a dildo bat or body surf them down a fucking parkway, I'm good.
Ben says as long as he can hold a dildo in his hand, he's set.
No, don't put words in my mouth.
In game.
Someone senseless with a dildo.
But you are holding it.
Someone senseless.
You are holding it in your hands, correct?
Yes, but I'm doing more than just holding it. I'm beating someone senseless with it.
Either way.
Oh, and I said I'd talk about this, before, but new Spider-Man. Yes. Dr. Ock and Green Goblin. Yes.
Hello,
Cannot
Peter.
wait.
Yes, if you guys haven't seen the teaser trailer that's out now.
Yes, and it looks amazing.
Indeed. Can't wait to see the 3 Spider-Men on the screen at once.
Or more.
Or more, yes.
It'll be very interesting to see where they go from here because, Disney's trying to buy Spider-Man off of Sony, and Sony will have a death lock on that brand until the day they go bankrupt. Which, if they keep on doing things the way they're doing, they might.
Just maybe.
And not to mention, there's all those like the rumors from like way back when they first announced that this could be the movie that we're getting, that Sony's gonna try to give Tom Holland to Disney, let them do what they want, and then they're gonna completely like restart the other two franchises, the Sam Raimi as well as the Mark Webb. I think that's the director for this Amazing Spider-Man movies. Maybe, or I'm thinking of something else. Cool.
I don't.
Hello?
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 Hello? What happened?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what happened?
I don't know what happened. I was saying, and then you started acting like you couldn't hear me.
I could hear you.
Oh, well, what were you gonna say then? You didn't finish what you were saying.
I was saying I don't know who directed the
Oh,
Spider-Man movie.
oh, that's what I'm googling now.
I'm
Mark Webb.
googling
Yeah, I
this.
was right.
Mark Webb.
For all the things that people want to say about the Amazing Spider-Man, I actually liked the first one a lot. I really love Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. He gave that sarcastic, super intelligent kind of vibe, and he actually looked a lot younger than Tobey Maguire.
This is true.
Oh man, how was your day though?
Oh, well, just another typical day in the hot ass warehouse.
Oh yeah, those are always a good time.
Indeed, indeed. Also, just to the viewers, if you hear noise in the background, it's my cat, Fiona. Which, if you followed me on TikTok, you have seen Fiona before. But she's in heat currently, and yep, there she goes. I shouldn't have said her name.
Father, Father, I wish for Dick. Bring me some.
What a whore.
See, my cat Shadow is currently just sitting in a pile of my clothes that I need to wash, and she's just judging me very quietly. It's like, what the fuck is this idiot doing? Talking to himself. I don't hear anyone else. What's wrong with them?
Well, what shall we
Oh,
talk about today, sir?
well, I don't know. We can always just kind of bounce around. We told everyone to give us ideas, and no one wanted to chime in other than to keep making comments about me not watching the Jackass movie.
You should have known that was coming, sir. Hello? Ben?
Oh, I'll be back. Hang on. All right.
Oh, well.
Sorry, I got a phone call that I had to deal with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's like,
this is all live, folks. There's no editing in this.
yeah,
So
I'm not gonna. I don't really know how to edit stuff, and I can be fucked on how to learn it. So,
it's weird. I took like a journalism class, whatever you want to call it, in high school. And it wasn't like a normal like newspaper kind of deal that you see in like TVs and shit. It was like video broadcast kind of deal.
mm-hmm.
And I had to go through editing and shit. I still don't remember anything. Just like Spanish, I don't remember shit from Spanish.
Yeah,
3 years of that shit.
I took 4 years of Spanish, and I don't remember shit.
Three. But yeah, what I was saying was, no one gave us any ideas. So now we're gonna ramble. So it's all on your fault, people. Y'all could have gave us ideas. We could have talked about some cool shit. Now we're just
Uh,
gonna ramble.
we could talk about the news, what's been going on. One of the main things that I've seen a lot on Twitter recently was OnlyFans saying, hey, we are no longer going to provide uh, sexual graphic content, which a lot of creators, on that app, that's
Right.
mainly what it's used for. Well, there was a big upset about that, and now OnlyFans is saying, oh, we changed our mind.
Yeah, that ban was supposed to start October 1st, and they didn't even make it 5 days after they announced that shit. They're like, yep, nope, because every single creator they had wanted to go to different websites.
Now, I could care either way, but if that's how they make their living, good on them.
I say do what you want, but don't harass me for money because you will get cussed out
This is true.
very quickly.
This is true.
It's like I'm tired of like uh you'll get like a message or some shit from like a random thing like if you have Tinder or like any kind of dating site kind of deal, and you'll see someone you're like okay, and you'll get a message and you're like oh okay they're interested in me, and he's like hey, you're like, hey, well, what's going on? Nothing much. You? Oh, nothing much. Yeah. Are you interested in my OnlyFans? No. Oh,
That just
bye.
that reminds me of that meme where the guy gets that one of those messages, and he's talking about Pokemon, and it's obviously like a spam bot responding to him, and it's just like not acknowledging what he's asking at all. In the last line of the picture is like, "God damn it, Jessica! I'm trying to talk about Pokemon. Are you with this or not?"
Something I love to do when I get like a scammer or some shit is I will play along with them and then I'll be like, oh yeah, you need like $30. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I'll meet you here at this time, and then I'll be like, then they'll message me like, hey, where are you at? I'm like, oh man, I'm so sorry. And, I'll be there in 20 minutes. And I'll just keep pushing it back, pushing it back. And they'll be like, dude, why are you doing this? I was like, why are you trying to scam money out of me? And the conversation kind of ends there.
Yeah. So word to the wise folks: don't message Ben for money.
Yeah, you're not gonna make it far.
I asked him for a 25 cent at work one day, and he literally slapped me and said no.
Right across the face. It wasn't with my hand either. Zohan, foot style.
Yeah.
He smelt the foot and then he took the foot.
I'm
So
tired.
I bet I'm also tired, and I have to wake up early in the morning because I'm going on a family funded trip. Yay! I hate everything about it, but mm, do stuff for family. Gotta do stuff for family.
This is true.
But what I want to say is, so I got a laptop, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm recording off because I was just going off my phone.
Yep.
I bought this new mic from Walmart today,
Same.
and I told you this, but I'm gonna re-say it. I was so fucking mad that the cord they gave me did not work with my fucking laptop. I was looking for a fucking cord to hook this bitch up. And I was so mad. I was trying every fucking cord I could find. I'm like, come on, don't do this to me. And I finally found like an old like phone cable. I'm like, oh, thank God, it fucking worked finally.
Like that doesn't make sense though.
I don't know either. Well, maybe it's because the different. I don't know. Like it's a USB adapter. Plug it into USB. It fucking works. But for whatever reason, mine is just too fucking small for the ports on my laptop. I don't know why.
Hmm. That is
And
confusion.
I opened the Matrix because this laptop is far different than the last computer I had, which was like 10 plus years ago. That it gave me a notification that I could use calls and texts from my phone on my laptop. I'm like, huh, that's kind of cool. And I set it all up just so big, and I was actually texting you from that. I was texting from my laptop, and it was so fucking cool. And the only fucking downside to all that is I sent a GIF, whatever way you want to say it, to you, and I don't know if you got it because as soon as I sent it, I closed the tab out and reopened it just to check something, and it disappeared entirely. So I don't even know if you got it.
No, I didn't.
Damn it, that's bullshit. That's some bullshit, man.
Indeed, indeed. So, we were talking, me and you earlier. I was discussing maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, Fiona. Shush, please. Um, discussing
Men are talking.
discussing possibly having 2 uploads a week instead of just one. Um, Again, I'm going to throw this out there for the audience. Leave suggestions in the comments if you would like for us to do that. Either I'll put something out or Ben can put something out. We'll both put something out. Whatever that shall be. Who knows?
The best content you can get from me is playing Call of Duty, and usually I'm just gonna record my reactions. And if anyone's seen any of Dave's videos, they're gonna get graphic very fucking quickly.
This is true. This is why I do have 2 videos titled Why Does Ben Keep Screaming? You should go check those out, by the way.
Good times. Not really. I threw a controller through one of my doors because I don't know if it was because of that or if it was a different time, but yeah, I chucked a bitch, and it damn near went through a door.
I do not think I've ever gotten that mad at a game where I threw something. My biggest thing is if it pisses me off, I'm just gonna get off.
I mean, I'm not in the mood to get off. I'm just too mad to do that, but to
Ben,
each their own.
ben said, I don't want to get off that way, Dave.
It's like I didn't even like full send it at the door because I was like, I don't want to damage anything. I'm just gonna chuck it at the fucking ground and I'm gonna leave it. And I have hardwood floors, and I knew it wouldn't damage the floors, but somehow or another, I flung it to the ground at an angle, and it got some spin on that bitch, popped up in the air, and went straight into the fucking door. I'm like, fuck. I looked at my hands and I screamed, I have the power.
And then you looked at
Like,
the hole and became Maury from Big Mouth. Ooh, hole in the wall, crotch level no less.
very nice. I can't wait for the next season of that. You need to actually finish the last season,
I know.
jackass,
I know.
because you're so fucking far behind, and you don't even. I will say, the first few seasons were better than this last one.
I have watched the 3rd season. I do need to watch season 4 though.
When it's a thing, my favorite thing from the entire show, pretty much, is the anything with Jay in it. It's the best content you can get because he's so fucking hilarious.
This is my
Party Wolf, woohoo!
this is my dog featuring Ludacris.
Me.
Pr-
I love
pr-
it.
Proud. I am proud of Jay.
I don't know. Like that show is so fucked up, and it's so self-aware of how fucked up it is, and they just keep going with it.
But it's great. It's amazing that show was even made today with how the world is and how sensitive everybody is.
Oh yeah, we've talked about like things that would not get remade now, and it's very depressing. Just talk about it because I'm like, well, I'll never see these things ever again.
Yes, indeed.
Austin Powers, never again.
But then again, some things just shouldn't be remade.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's just I don't know. I'd like to see like a fresh take on something every now and then. Like when they reboot movies or video games, I don't have the slightest bit of hate towards it
Well, that's
unless it's really bad. If it's really bad, then I hate it.
that's different. Like, oh, goddamn, these cats.
Fiona.
Um, if they're rebooting a series, like that's fine. Like, I'm cool with that. Like, if the series hasn't had a movie in so long, like they kind of did with the Halloween movie, that wasn't a remake, that was a reboot, and it's one of the better Halloween movies, other than the first two.
But which one are we talking about?
Halloween?
The one we just saw in theaters a year or two ago?
Yes.
Would that really be considered a reboot though? That'd be like a soft reboot because it's following off of the first like two movies.
Well, it's a direct sequel to the first one, but they're kind of rebooting the series.
Hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It retcons
Um.
all of the from two on.
Rob Zombie, you have no stake in any of this. But yeah, I get what you mean. The reboot for I haven't seen their reboot Friday the 13th movie. Have you?
Have I?
Yeah, like I've
Sir.
seen parts of it, but I haven't really seen it.
Sir.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. You told me you have all the movies. That's right.
I have the Scream Factory special edition Blu ray box set with all 12 movies.
No, good for you. Mm.
Plus,
So I guess
I did go see that one in theaters too.
I don't even remember that even having a theater release for some reason. I just remember that being there. Kind of like the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot they made.
I didn't go see that in theaters.
I didn't either. I bought
I
it.
I can. People give that one a lot of hate. I enjoyed it.
I think the only reason why they really hated it was because Robert Englund wasn't attached to the character at all.
Well, that and
Because
they
it was like,
say because they made Freddy a rapist, pretty much child rapist, which I'm pretty sure I seen an interview with Wes Craven, and that was originally what he was making Freddy out to be. Now, don't quote me
it's,
on that.
I mean, he may have said that, but it was never like actually established. It was more of
Implied.
like I always just assumed he was like a child abuser kind of deal. That's what I assumed he was only, not nothing else.
That too. That too.
But then you kind of watch the movies back, and you're like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can see the not so good things on here.
Yeah. Since we're talking about reboots, what did you think of or have you seen, I should ask, the Child's Play reboot?
The one with Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Uh, I started that and I could not finish it actually.
I could see
I
that.
had, I think the last thing I remember was Chucky killed the the mom's boyfriend who had a wife and he like chopped him up with the lawnmower or some shit or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last thing I remember really. Everything else is kind of a blur. But I think that's where I turned it off because like I started watching it and then I was like I had to bomb my house because I had fleas from all the fucking trees and animals that come near here and they got tracked in. It sucked. In case you're wondering, it really fucking sucked. But like I took my PlayStation and everything down there and I signed into Hulu. And my dad came in the room and I'm like, "Hey, Dad, you want to watch a movie? You got nothing better to do." So we were like scrolling through the movies, and I said, "You know what? He'll probably like Child's Play because I remember my dad watching the Child's Play movies and like Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Son of Chucky, and all that, or Seed of Chucky." And so we started watching it, and like 45 minutes in, or whenever that scene came up, my dad looked at me and said, "This movie ain't worth a shit." And I'm like, "Yeah, I haven't been paying much attention. I've been looking at my phone."
I'll I'll say this. It's I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I I hate that none of the original people were involved with it, but uh, whatever company put this movie out still owns the rights to the name Child's Play. So
Yeah.
that's why all the newer movies just say Chucky. Um, I like the direction that they went with it. It's more I don't
Modern.
more modern, kind of more believable than
Yeah.
a voodoo
Definitely.
spell.
Hmm. That's what I never understood. Like, what was his end game? He turned himself into the doll, and then he's like, "All right, now I'm gonna put myself into this kid's body." It's like, all right, but you're gonna be a kid now.
Well, I think it's because he has to put his soul into the first person he admits to, if I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken. But yeah, why would you want to be a kid again?
Yeah, I was just like, why would you want to be a kid? And also, how are people scared of Chucky? Like, I understand when he's fucked, like, after a few movies, he's got all those scars. He can be a little much to look at, and he can be a little scaring if he does, like, a pop up screen. But unless you're, like, a child, a full size adult can punt kick the little bastard across the room.
I think it's because he can hide pretty much anywhere.
Mm, true.
It's like he could be under your couch right now and you'd never know.
I didn't see gaming. Dun dun dun.
Shots fired. This is where I need one of those soundboards.
You see, you
I,
say shots fired, but said person doesn't even know what we're talking about, so.
Probably not. Speaking of soundboard, I was looking at microphones that do come with like a little interface that do have like sound effects on it. I was looking into getting that. So maybe one day,
You
uh,
hear that, people? One day, give us likes, subscribes, get us monetized, and we can have better, audio equipment for better views and whatnot. Just saying, help us out. We help you out.
currently we're sitting. Hold on, let me pull the app up so I can tell you. I did. We did gain another subscriber to the channel. Well,
Sweet.
actually, I think no, just one. Uh, we did get another view on the video today. So 22 views in all, which isn't that bad for what my content's putting out.
More views than I get, which is over none because I don't post much at all anymore.
Uh, while we're talking about my videos, guys, go check out my Grand Theft Auto video with Ben, the testing out the Navy revolver video. That's like
uh,
we were just fucking around, and I was like, I'm gonna record this because I'm having fun. I think Ben's having fun.
yeah, as long as I gotta deal with dickheads online, I'm good. Try to play GTA online in a public lobby is torture, unless you're like a multi-billionaire on that damn game and you have every fucking vehicle and equipment and you can afford to not get your shit blown up 24/7.
Yeah, playing that game. I
It's a
told
bit
Ben,
much.
it's like, here's an idea for a video. We load into Grand Theft Auto 5, and the video ends as soon as we get blown up by an oppressor bike, which would be as soon as we walk out of our apartments on the game. So,
So
literally a 5 minute video, probably.
less than 5 minutes, less unless you're counting in the loading times.
Um,
But
yeah.
so when GTA first came out, GTA 5 first came out, and they put their online out.
Mhm.
It was back in the PS3, Xbox 360 days. And back in those days, hackers ran those lobbies. It was one time I got online and I'm like, I'm gonna get on GTA Online. I don't know why. I didn't have any friends online. Or maybe I did. I don't really remember. But so hackers are covering the lobby. As soon as I spawn in, I'm in my penthouse. I'm like, all right, let me go to my, outside area. Walked outside. The second I stepped foot outside of my apartment, a hacker put a bounty on my head for over $10 billion. Now, that's probably an over exaggeration, but y'all get what I mean. It
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of fucking money. The second he did that, I turned around, walked back into my apartment, and stood and watched like out the window. And you can see helicopters and shit shooting at your windows. I'm like, hmm, hmm, yeah, I'm not leaving this room. I don't care what y'all do. They were like circling like they were waiting for me to leave. I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, I'm not leaving. I'll sit right here.
Not
I will sit right
today.
here. Yeah, I sat down on the fucking couch and just watched them on the little TV thing on the security camera and just watched. I'm like, they're like throwing C4 all over where like the garage door opens. I'm like, huh, that'd be a bummer if I was gonna leave. Hmm. And with all that money, I didn't even spend it all. I got through like not even half of it. I was like buying cars. I'm like, I want to buy this car. I'm gonna soup this car up. I'm gonna soup this car up. And then the fucking notification came out says, "Hey, if you have if you are a hacker and your IP has been, recorded as a hacker, you are getting banned." And I'm like, "Oh shit. I hope they don't count me in with this since I have all this money." So, and I lost all that money entirely. I was like, "Oh fuck." I'm like, I hope they didn't take my cars away. I went to a garage full of cars. I'm like, "Oh, sweet. I got to keep all my cars that, I never drove. They just stayed in my garage."
Noise. Noise.
Nice.
Ba-da,
Oh.
ba-da, ba-da, ba-da.
What do you think about as we're talking about, like, Child's Play and everything, what do you think about the new series coming out?
I'm I'm excited for it.
I'll
It's
give it a shot.
it's gonna continue from where Cult of Chucky left off.
I haven't seen that one yet. There was like one really bad Chucky movie, and then there was that one. What was the really bad one?
Seed of Chucky.
I thought that was a newer one.
No, there's the two newer ones were very decent.
Uh, this one I heard someone say like the newest or the last newest one or whatever was horrible.
I mean, if
Huh.
you the Cult of Chucky, if you account that there's like five Chuckies running around, yeah.
Jesus, that's too many Chuckies. Too many little bastards.
One of them has like a military haircut. That's
Really?
yeah, it's pretty funny.
Hoorah!
But yeah, we're recording this technically. It's 1:42 in the morning, Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so technically, the new Candyman is out now, which I'm anxious to see.
I am too. I haven't seen the first one. I've been looking for it. I haven't checked Amazon. It might be on there, but I've seen like clips from it, and it's really weird, honestly.
Be my victim.
It's like I watched CinemaSins cover it, or at least some of it, just so I get a gist of what the movie's about. And I'm so confused on what's going on because it's like you say his name 5 times and he's supposed to kill you. I'm like, all right, that could be kind of if you evade him that first time, it's kind of like he's just gonna keep trying to kill you. Okay, 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 I got you. And it's like they say his name and it's just like, I'm not gonna kill him yet. I'm just gonna fiddle around with him, do little few things here, little things here. I'm like, why? Wait, I'm confused. What?
Gotta
How is
make
this any different?
gotta make a movie, sir.
Yeah, well, you could have made that movie in a different way. You could have had like uh hot guy one and bitch two or whatever in the mirror, and then they just escape, and they're like, okay, well now I'm gonna chase them down and try to kill them.
I like your description there. Hot guy one and bitch two.
Well, you always have like the main like guy or one of the main guys, and he's like supermodel Ryan Reynolds esque, and then you have the decently hot, give or take, lead actress, who is, or not lead actress, but she's like one of the background characters. And she's like straight bitch, like horrible in every way, and you're like, I can't wait until this bitch dies.
Yeah, it seems like that's typical of a horror movie.
Always follow the rules of horror movies. Always.
Uh, Going back to horror movies, there's not that many movies like horror movies where like slasher movies, I would say, where there's a final guy. It's always a final girl.
Well, that's mainly going into like a newer setting because like back in the day, it was always you had to have the main actor, and now there's more like or like more openness for like lead female actress to be in charge of a movie. Kind of like how Black Widow Scarlett Johansson is the lead of that movie. Uh, Lucy, she was in charge of that. Peppermint from like 3 4 years ago or longer. I don't remember her name at all. So
Jennifer Garner.
was it really?
Hmm.
Huh. Okay. That was not what I thought Jennifer Garner looked like. I guess I was thinking of someone else. Then. But yeah, so it's more open now that you can have that, and then they kind of peel out with like the co-leads of like the male actress and the male actress, the male actor and the female actress. That it's more that I just want like a horror movie that doesn't follow like a stereotypical kind of way.
Kind of like Scream.
You know, like I don't know. It's always like the nerdy guy dies or he holds out to the end and then dies. You have like the jocks that are just so dumb that they hear a sound, they're like, I'm gonna go see what it is. It's like, no, don't do that. Especially after someone's already dead and you're like, hey, there's a psycho coming around killing them, or there's a monster coming around killing them. They're like, we're tough. We're gonna go get him. I'm like, no, you're not. You are about to be cannon fodder
Let's write it,
for this
sir.
movie. Hmm?
Let's write a horror movie. Guys, if you want us to write a horror movie, leave a like on this video.
If you want us to be in the movie, subscribe.
This is true.
If you want to be in the movie, well, tough luck, because that ain't happening. But in spirit you will be, because you'll be making it with us.
We'll put you in the credits.
Maybe tiny print.
That goes back to what I was talking about earlier this year about wanting to make like a short film for the channel. Um, Maybe that'll come to fruition one day.
Yeah, I was really excited when you were talking about that because I was like planning things out, and then you kind of fell out of it. Like, oh, well, I'm sad now.
A lot of that's depression.
Mm.
Yes, guys, I have depression. Woo me.
I'm just angry.
This is true. It goes back to what we were.
Oh.
One of the movies we were talking about. The Hulk.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
I was gonna ask you what character you would be if you were an Avenger. Ben would be the Hulk, because he's always angry.
This is true. This is very true. And I, it, I don't know. Like Marvel's stuff is getting like really good now. Like it's amazing that Marvel started off in an era where comic book movies were looked at like B list, if not lower tier, entertainment. And because of Jon Favreau coming in with Iron Man 1, something that everyone was like, that is going to be the dumbest movie ever. And he started like the MCU with that movie. And then everything just kept going in a breakneck pace to now where we've had like what, 25 plus movies, give or take.
It's a lot.
And then going back to Spider-Man, I saw a comment that I showed you. It made me so fucking sad that I saw this. That we are gonna have probably the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made. Possibly. I say possibly just because, although I do have much faith in Papa Feige, that's Kevin Feige for anyone who doesn't know, Papa Kevin, Papa Feige. Spider-Man movies have always had a downfall of either the sequel, in the case of The Amazing Spider-Man, or uh, the
Spider
Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy,
Spider-Man
the third
3.
movie.
Yes.
Yeah, where they tried to introduce multiple villains and everything got lost in that shuffle. So I'm hoping that, with Sony as well as Marvel and Disney working together on this project, that they'll find a nice balance for
Hopefully.
it. No, I'm about to throw up there for some reason. Shit.
But
Yeah, it's.
the comment you were talking about, sir.
Oh, yeah. The comment was that this is going to be possibly the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made, and it will be without Stan Lee in it.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in Far From Home either, obviously, but it's just kind of something like he was there from the start of it, and he's about to like the giant milestone for Spider-Man in cinema, and he's gonna be there in spirit. Of course, everyone is gonna be thinking about him, but he won't be there. We're not gonna see him on screen,
Yeah.
and it's kind of something that's kind of pulling on hearts of everyone.
Yeah. It's gonna be sad.
Especially now that they've put out a statement saying that they're going to be respectful to Stanley and his family and his wishes and whatnot. That they will not have anything else with him. He will not be included in anything. There's no deep fakes. There's no lookalikes, kind of like how they did in Endgame. They're not going to have him in there. And I do hope that either I know they'll have to have him in the credits because obviously, but I do hope there's like a nod somewhere to him, a more like a mural on a wall or a street name or something like that, just kind of thrown out there for people to find and feel good about seeing.
Yeah. They did say that Deadpool will be taking over the cameos now.
That's something that's very interesting because you can kind of just imagine the wacky shit that's going to be happening in his mind. You're going to see Spider-Man fighting someone, and the camera's going to pan and see Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool fucking shaking a baby or some shit. Like, why are you looking at me? Look over there. I don't know. It'll be amazing to see Deadpool, and I can't wait for Deadpool 3 or whatever the hell they're going to call it.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. But yeah. I think we're gonna end the podcast right here, guys. Wanted to get a
Yay.
little short one.
What did we run for, Dave?
Huh?
What did we run for?
We're coming up on 45 minutes now.
That's not too bad.
No.
Thank you for listening, everyone.
Yes,
Thank you for being with us while we talked nonsense because we really didn't have a topic to talk about today.
We really didn't.
If you have any topics that you would like us to talk about, that is within our realm of talking about, by all means, please type in the comment section. Talk to Dave on Facebook about it, because all this is going to be linked on his TikTok, his YouTube, his Facebook, all that stuff.
Probably
So
not my
please,
TikTok, but yeah.
well, you know what I mean. If anyone follows you on TikTok and they're a part of this, they can talk to you on there about it.
This is true. This is true.
But if you have any topics you want to talk to us about, by all means, invite, or we're just going to spend another 45 minutes of rambling.
This is true. Because we could talk for hours.
Well, not tonight because I have to go to sleep.
Yeah, this is
I
true.
have to wake up and drive. Driving.
Same, same. But yeah, guys. I have some ideas. I'm gonna discuss with Ben about, and maybe they'll come true. Maybe they won't. If not, maybe I'll do them on my own. We'll see. Um, yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Leave a like. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hell, leave a comment. And make sure you hit that bell notification so you get notified when we upload new videos.
Yes, who knows? Maybe we'll post a gameplay next time.
Maybe so. Maybe so. But, yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next Sunday.
Deuces.